Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere. So we got to keep on pushing through and being resilient.
Give me my theme music.
What up? What up?
What up, ladies and gents?
Man, what a week.
Terrible week.
All right, let's kick it off with our fantasy recap.
What is up, y'all, and welcome to the Week 2 recap. 2 weeks of the fantasy season are in the books, and injuries are already starting to pile up. Can we just treat the season like Madden, please, and turn the injuries off? Just treat it like a setting. Just turn it off. There's way too many already. All right, let's get into the matchups that took place, starting off with Baby Back Gibbs versus Tucker into bed. Already down to her third and fourth string running backs, Claudia's team struggled to get consistent points, while on the other side, T. Higgins remembered how to play football, which is just so great. But unfortunately, Jamar Chase is still starting off a wee bit slow for Tucker into bed. Baby Back Gibbs takes home the victory and the pillow to the doghouse after a convincing win of 153.55 to 123.09. Next, Deshaun's comeback story took on fellow undefeated team Catching Fields. Despite four 20-plus point performances by Dak, Bijan, CD, and Big Cock Hawkinson, Chantel's team still left a little life for Rich's squad. Going into Monday night, Rich needed Deshaun Watson to get him just 9 points to secure the win. But boy, just like the ladies in his massage parlor, he made it hard. But eventually was able to secure the dub for Rich with a score of 143.85 to 138.7. Now we go to the matchup between Garrett Wilsonu and Obey Tays Balls. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, Nesdoba, that is not your final draft of your team name. You can do better. Both teams started 0-1, but Nesdoba's team had something to prove as Josh Allen remembered he should only give the ball to his teammates, and that leads to a much better performance in fantasy and real football. Who knew? David had a great showing from, and I quote, his precious king Hurts, whatever the hell that means, but it wasn't enough to overcome Nesdoba's squad, and that was with leaving Puka Nakuna Matata on his bench. Taylor gets the dub here with a score of 155.21 to 121.52. And then we take a look at Sausage McGritty versus Team Plummus. Despite a negative point performance by his defense, Ashton was able to get another 20-plus performance by JJ and a 30-point performance by Keenan Allen. Even after getting Travis Kelce back and a career game by DeAndre Swift, Phil's team just didn't have the firepower to keep up with Ashton's squad this week. Ashton takes this matchup with the highest point total of the week with a score of 156.55 to 130.68. Last but not least, we check in on the matchup between You Ain't Mahomies and the West Texas All-Stars. Unfortunately for the newcomer, it was another week and another season-ending injury for one of his players as Nick Chubb joins Aaron Rodgers with a gruesome knee injury on Curtis's hospital ward team. Darrell was able to get an explosion game out of Mike Evans and another solid fantasy outing from Mahomes and Pollard to comfortably take this matchup 144.55 to 109.23. Curtis, that's some terrible luck to start the season. I don't know what to tell you, dude, but just please stay the fuck away from the rest of the league's players, for God's sake. So after 2 weeks of madness and sadness, let's see how our rankings look. Our 2-0 teams are headed by co-commish Rich's Deshaun's comeback story in first place, Ashton's Sausage McGritty in second place, and Babyback Gibbs in third place. Moving to our 1-1 teams, we have Darrell's You Ain't Mahomies in fourth, Nesdoba's Obey Tays Balls in fifth, Chantel / the AI's Catching Fields in sixth, and Curtis West Texas All-Stars, sponsored by Banner Health Medical Center, in seventh. Bringing up the rear, we have our teams yet to record a win on the season at 0-2, led by Claudia's Tucker into bed in 8th, Phil's Team Plymouth in 9th, and last but certainly in Rich's opinion least, David's Garrett Wilsonu at 10th. Week 3 gets started Thursday night, so let's preview the matchups that we can all look forward to. First, we've got a matchup of the 3 and 4 teams as Babyback Gibbs takes on You Ain't Mahomies. Darrell is looking to get revenge for all the Easter suit comments during the draft video, and I am looking to stay undefeated, so should be a good matchup between some of our higher ranked teams. We then have the number 1 team taking on the number 5 team as Deshaun's comeback story tries to deflate Obey Tay's balls. It might be tough to keep that O for Rich's team as Saquon will be out for a couple weeks. However, we don't know which Josh Allen is going to show up for Nezdova's squad, which could have a big impact on who gets the dub in this one. Next, we've got Garrett Wilsonu taking on Catching Fields. David's team has gotten off to a rocky start, but he's confident he's got the formula to figure out how to start stringing together some wins. Meanwhile, despite missing the draft, Chantel has been making plenty of moves on the waiver wire to improve her already solid team, and she is ready to send David to 0-3. Then we have Sausage McGritty taking on the West Texas All-Stars. Ashton's team seems to be playing like a well-oiled machine right now, while West Texas All-Stars is limping into this matchup. Anything can happen, but it might look like Curtis has already successfully donated to the champions pot after some brutal luck to start the season. Will he be able to turn or work the waivers and turn it around? Only time will tell. Last, we have two 0-2 teams battling it out to not go 0-3. Team Plemis takes on Tucker into Bed in a desperate showdown to get the elusive first win of the season. Phil has had some tough luck to begin the season, but with Alvin Kamara and Jonathan Taylor waiting in the wings another couple games to get back on the field, his team looks ready for the long haul if he can survive these first few weeks. Claudia's team, on the other hand, has also been bit by the injury bug and just needs to find their footing as several players have had slow starts to the season. Looking forward to see who turns it around first. And there's your recap of week 2 and a little preview of week 3. For those who are 2-0, don't get too cocky. And those who are 0-2, it's a long season with plenty of time to turn it around. Those who are 1-1, you're good. Right in the sweet spot, right in the middle. Good luck to everyone this week. And now back to the show.
All right. Well, fuck. Crazy. NFL is crazy right now.
Crazy.
I'm looking at standings. Can you believe that Baker Mayfield has the Bucks at 2-0?
Yeah, man. I don't think he's terrible. They got a good defense. Like it's like he's a good enough quarterback. Like if you have a defense that can apparently pick off Justin Fields and maybe a bunch of times, and just get the ball to Mike Evans and Godwin, like you can be okay.
What was your biggest surprise of the week? Besides the injuries, of course.
Probably, I think I saw a stat, probably Puka Nacua, honestly. Like, I know that he obviously had a great first week and then figured like everybody went after him in our league for waivers. So figured he would have a good week, but figured he would take a step back in production because it was the 49ers and he earned more targets and more yards and more catches. So like he's balling.
It's definitely wild that the Niners allowed him so much room to be that successful. That was crazy.
Yeah. And it dare I say it, he probably still contributes when Kupp comes back.
Yeah.
They probably just keep fucking throwing that dude the ball. Like,
yeah. Well, because Kupp's going to take that attention, so it's like, why would they not?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm shocked the Bengals are 0-2.
I am too. Chase at the start of the season, before the season even started, was like, "Hey, Burrow, like, if you need to rest, just like come back week 5, and we'll be good." And Burrow came back, and now he re-aggravated his calf, and it's like, and they're 0-2. So it was like if they were going to be 0-2 anyway, you would rather them have Burrow be 2 weeks more healthy. And now he's like got like a setback and they're 0-2. So I don't even know if he's going to play on Monday.
Yeah. That's wild, not man. There's just so much happening. Like you just can't believe it. And then the injuries, poor Nick Chubb. I freaking love that dude so much. And it's sad to see him like fall off like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like he's approaching that age where running backs start kind of hitting that cliff when they get to like that upper 20s age, and like that fucking injury is like gruesome, dude. They're talking about like, oh, before, like right when it happened, everybody's like, oh, this might be season ending. It's like, fuck the season. Like, can he
Yeah.
play ever again? Like,
Especially because this is the second time on the same leg with tearing all those ligaments and like it's
yeah,
wild, dude. Um Saquon going down with his ankle, but then
that was weird.
possibly being Superman through it.
That was super weird. What do you rather, as a Saquon owner? Do you rather him go out and push it on a Thursday night short week,
Hell
or
no, not this week against against the Niners. Are you kidding me? No, no. Sit
yeah,
down.
sit him for 1 week, come back healthy, hopefully rest the season?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, week 4, they're looking at the Seahawks, still a good team, but that's a Monday night game. So not only do you
Get the extra
have an
rest and stuff.
easier defense, but you have that extra rest as well.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm with you on that.
I'll be at the Cowboys game on Sunday. Super excited about that.
Ooh, that is true. That is true. Good luck. That should be a bloodbath.
God, I'm hoping so. Every time I've gone, they've lost. So that's not
Good
good.
Lord.
Not good. The Chiefs still look fucking terrible. They are lost. They have no idea what they're doing. Eric Bieniemy's in Washington going, hey, remember me, the guy that's not getting any head coaching opportunity? Like, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, that was just that was like the highest projected point total of the week, and that game was just a stinker.
Seeing Travis Kelsey like 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties was insane.
I didn't actually watch enough of the game to see his penalties. What do you do?
He was just like, you could tell like the frustration was like getting to him.
Yeah, he had a game like that last year, I think, where he dropped a couple balls and like he was just like wilding out. I was like, all right, but he might have some anger issues. But yeah, it was because David
Yeah.
was at that game. Just all his trashness infected all the players. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Sweet, bro. Well, let's jump into the how do we do on Smash or Pass?
All right, Smash or Pass Week 2 edition. All right, we said we both smashed Chase in a bounce back game for 100 receiving yards. Man had 31.
That's terrible.
Terrible. It's because T. Higgins, baby, he's back. For Ashton, we both smashed Damian Pierce's first touchdown of the year versus Indy. He had no touchdown again, so he missed that as well. Nesdoba, we both smashed CMC over 150 total yards. He had 135. So close. And he played every single snap. That was going to be when you said the surprising takeaway, that was going to be my surprising 100% of the offensive snaps. Usually they give Elijah Mitchell something. He was in there the entire time.
That's crazy.
4, we had Jalen Hurts at least 2 touchdowns versus Minnesota. We both smashed that. He had 3 total, so we hit on that one, which was good. Chantel for Bijan Robinson scoring for the second straight week against Green Bay. We both smashed that, and he did not score, so he missed that. For your team, we had Calvin Ridley catches 7 balls versus Kansas City. We assumed that was a lock. 2 catches. My man had like
there,
8
dude?
targets and like 2 catches. If anybody could get their fucking feet down, Lawrence would have like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
This one hurts. This one hurts a lot. Curtis, we said Nick Chubb, first rushing touchdown of the year, and he did not. And he exited with a season-ending injury, and he will finish the year with no touchdowns.
And that was inside of the 10-yard line too. He was cruising.
Yeah, he was. Yep. He was on to his way to a big game. For Phil, we said Lamar bounces back and scores 2 all-purpose touchdowns. I smashed, you passed. I got it right. He had 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
For Darrell, we said Brandon Cooks catches a touchdown. We both said we were passing, and he didn't play. So I guess we win.
Yeah.
We win. And then I had Trevor Lawrence throwing 2 touchdowns versus KC. We both smashed that, and he threw none because nobody could get their feet down. So I probably need to go back and look at both weeks and see our like total like record, but we're doing awful. So moving on to week 3. Let me
I
hear
don't
what you
even know
got.
if I want to at this point. We're just like it's
We're just
terrible.
not good.
We just suck at our opinions.
Just not good. We don't know anything. Um, so Claudia, we got Hunter Henry with a 3rd straight game with a touchdown versus the Jets.
Pass on that.
I think pass on that as well. I think the Jets would shut him down. But I also thought the Eagles would have shut him down, and they didn't. And he scored both games, so we'll see. Ashton, we got Evan Ingram catches his first touchdown of the season versus Houston.
Yeah, I would smash on that. I think Houston's not they're not that great. And I think that the Jags offense, even though their receivers couldn't catch shit this past week, Evan Ingram looked really good.
Yeah, I think Houston's corners are better than people give them credit for, which means that I think Evan Ingram's and Christian Kirk are going to get a lot of work in the slot.
Oh yeah,
Just
do
like,
you?
yeah, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
that's
Just
cool.
like fucking the first week where Zay Flowers went off on your bench, in the slot. So,
Starting him
yeah,
this week.
yeah, well, donut incoming. Nesdoba, Puka over 10 catches for a 3rd straight week versus Cincy.
I would hope that Cincy would game plan around Puka after seeing it happen for 2 straight weeks. So I'm gonna go pass, but I think he's gonna be just under 10. I would say like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'm going to pass as well. The cliff has to be coming for him, right? He has to not
Has to.
sustain this
There's no
level
way.
of production, but we will see. For David's team, Michael Pittman over 100 yards first game of the season, or first 100-yard game of the season versus Baltimore.
I'm gonna go pass just because we don't know where Anthony Richardson's at right now with his concussion.
See, I'm going to smash it because I feel like he has a better chance if Richardson does not play. I feel
Okay,
like
fair.
Minshew will throw the ball a lot more than run it like Richardson would, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes. So we'll see. Chantel, CD first touchdown versus the Cardinals. I wonder what the fuck you're gonna say here. We're waiting.
Mashing on that for sure.
Bated breath. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
The Cowboys fan thinks CD's
Mashing.
gonna score.
No, I
That's
think honestly, like their offenses look so just wicked smooth, and like they're using the run game to open up the pass game. CD's getting open a lot. Like, look at what he did against the fucking Jets, dude.
yeah, CD did great. I wanted him. Dak interception counter should be at 1, by the way. Sauce dropped a fucking
But
house
it's
call.
not. But it's not.
But it
It's
should
at
be. But
0.
it should be.
But it's not. It's at 0.
It said 0, but it should be at 1. Okay, yeah, I'm smashing CD anyway. On the
Finally touch a first female. And when I say it felt good. Ooh, like the camel noodle soup. Good. Good. I'm not gay no more. Good. I am delivered. Good. Good. Like the camel noodle soup. Good. I don't like men no more. Leave it gone. It felt good. It felt good. It felt good.
first, that sounds fucking sus. I'm
That's-
going to smash a touchdown.
It's 2
Getting
weeks in a
caught by
row.
CD. Your team, Cowboys D, some sort of defensive or special teams touchdown versus Cardinals.
I'm gonna smash on that. I think the Cardinals are gonna blunder their way through this game because the defense is gonna be so just electric.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna say they're gonna get plenty of turnovers, but I'm gonna try and break this us agreeing and us being wrong.
Think about this. Think about this. If when Micah recovered the fumble from Dalvin Cook on Sunday, had he not just been kicked on his way up,
2 straight games,
it'd have been a touchdown.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm pretty sure the Giants also almost scored on like a fumble recovery versus the Cardinals this past week, so I could very well be wrong. Curtis's team, Tyreek Hill over 100 yards versus Denver.
I'm gonna pass on that. I would hope that Patrick
Really?
Surtain can contain him.
Yeah. Pat Surtain is scary, but I'm gonna smash it. I'm gonna smash that. I think he bounces back because the Patriots held him under
Are
100.
they in Denver for that game?
That's a good question. I don't know.
They are
to be
not.
honest.
They're in Miami, so that bodes well for him. I think if they were in Denver with that altitude, maybe not, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Phil's team, AJ Brown catches his first touchdown versus Tampa.
Smash on that. Has
Yeah.
to, right?
Yeah, I would think so. He's doing okay. First game was fine. Second game was a little. Devontae Smith kind of stole the show, but I think he's going to get his. I think he's fine. Darrell, Mike Evans over 100 yards versus the Eagles.
Pass.
I'm going to pass too.
However, I think Mike Evans is probably one of the most underrated players of our time. Like, what he has done with what they have given him at quarterback in Tampa Bay is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. I think I hear that sentence so much that he's getting to the point where like people are waking up and being like, yeah, this guy's actually really fucking good. Let's give him his flowers.
Yeah.
Because he looks like he's well on his way to another 1,000-yard season with fucking Baker Mayfield. And then last but not least, my team, Jordan Addison catches a touchdown for a third straight week versus the Chargers.
Pass.
I'm going to pass too. I don't think until he starts getting more of a consistent like target share, it's just not sustained. He keeps hitting on these long balls with like 3 catches or 4 catches. It's like,
I will say though, it's hard for me to pass on that, knowing the
it's going to be a
defense
shootout
that they're walking into. Like,
yeah,
the Chargers defense is so terrible.
I'm gonna still play him and hope that I'm wrong and that he does catch another one, because like Vikings can't play fucking defense and the Chargers clearly can't play defense right now. So I hope that it's just a pass fest.
They just gave up 27 points to the Titans, who have like 0 passing game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all the Vikings can do is pass right now. They can't run it. Shout out to Alexander Mattison in your starting lineup this week if Saquon can't go.
I need him to run this week, man. I need him to run. All right. Let's go. Week 2 picks. Week 2 picks. Thursday night game, Giants, Niners. This should be an easy lock for you.
Yeah. Gotta go Niners.
Just want to sack the quarterback, dude. Yeah, man. It's not as easy as it looks.
Here comes the rush.
Herbert going to get chased by Bosa and gets sacked from behind.
Nick Bosa got him, and that's going to go as a sack.
That's a sackaroonie, baby.
Although Danny fucking Dimes, Vanilla Vic, how'd the Kenny Pickett comparison go this week, huh?
Yeah, I'm starting to rethink that Kenny Pickett comparison. Steelers are bad. Steelers are bad. Broncos, Dolphins. What do you got?
Dolphins.
You think?
Broncos are so close, man. They've been in the last couple games, but they just can't get it done. And Dolphins offense looks thick, dude. They move on all cylinders. I like them a lot.
Okay. All right.
I guess it depends also on like Waddle's status. Because if Waddle's not out there, that does change things a bit.
Very true. 2 of the top 5 defenses in the league, Pats, Jets. What are you thinking?
Who is it?
Pats and Jets.
I think the Patriots get it done.
Think so?
Yeah. I think they're 0-2, but they're a really good 0-2. Like, they lost a really close game to the Eagles. They lost a really close game to Miami, that was the greatest 4th down play I've ever seen in my fucking life, by the way.
Which one are you talking
about? The Miami Dolphins Patriots game. Where did you not watch it?
I didn't watch that. I didn't see that particular play.
So the very last play, it's like 4th down. They're driving with like a minute.
You're talking about Gesicki's pitch.
Here comes Chubb. Jones throws. It's caught. Gesicki flips it back. It's brought in by Strange, the offensive lineman, pushing to the 29. Does he get it? What's the spot?
Yeah, I think the Patriots take that one.
Cool. That's really it. I think all the rest of these games are like
Cool.
I think all the rest of these games are not that great.
Yeah.
Bucks, Eagles, Rams, Bengals. Like I think the Rams are going to beat the Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to go 0-3.
You think Burrow plays?
I think he plays, but I think they're going to go 0-3 because I think he can't get out of his own way. Like just admit that there's something wrong, take a seat, get back to where you need to be, and make a playoff run. But you're not doing that. Instead, you're going out there and getting lollywopped.
Pretty sure it's mollywopped.
Lollywopped
with an M.
No.
Man, I was fully on board with Claudia's decision to take Jamar Chase over JJ, and that is looking so bad right now, huh?
Yeah.
JJ is just balling out, and Chase can't get anything going first 2 weeks. So obviously the potential, we know what he can do. The potential's there, but it's just not happening. And
I think we even talked about that being a toss-up of that first pick. Like you were a win-win situation, but
it's not looking like it. Not looking like it right now. So that sucks.
It's crazy looking back at like if we were drafting tomorrow based off of what's happened so far.
Oh yeah.
JJ.
How many people?
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, no Cup, no Chubb.
No Chubb.
Probably. I mean,
Saquon probably falls.
Saquon falls. People
Lamar
like
falls.
Kelsey falls. Mark Andrews falls.
There's just a lot.
They missed the first week. Like, yeah. I wish we could have a do-over. Wish we could just do over the draft. Would have never taken Cup. Man, it sucks.
Mock drafts are bullshit.
They are.
All right, bro.
Fun though.
I'm feeling good going into week 3. Even with Saquon out, I feel good. I think fantasy is crazy this year.
Yeah. I forgot to say it at the start of the show, but fucking Coco are 2-0, baby.
2-0.
2-0. Up at the top. First year, I was like 0-5, and you started off hot. Last year, I started off hot. You started off like 0-4. Finally, stars aligned, and both co-commissioners are fucking actually doing well. It's crazy.
What I like is that like I have an injury this week, but I think my roster is okay enough to get me through.
Yeah,
it's been a few seasons since I felt that way. Like an injury like Saquon would have like took me out.
Yeah, no doubt. That's how I felt like when Cup went on IR. I was like, wanted to get rid of him. And then I was like, you know what? I can probably survive. And I survived the first week. But then, like, Deontay Johnson also got hurt. And then, like, Kirk put up a 0. And, like, I was just like, all right, I can't have, like, all my receivers just not do anything. So had to cut my losses. If Nesdoba gets back Cup, like, reasonably and also has Puka Nacua and they're both, like, able to thrive, terrifying, because he also has Devontae Adams. That's a sick wide receiver core.
That's a scary one there for sure. I'm giving the Dick Flasher one more week.
I'm very surprised. He looks bad, dude. He just doesn't look good.
The whole they're in shambles. I think if his receivers could catch a damn ball too, like he would have been okay this week, but the fact that he had negative 1.3 points going into like halfway through the second quarter, I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, that was so funny. I turn on the game and I'm just like, all right, 9 points for Rich to get a victory, an immediate pick 6, start him off at -2. It was just like, all right, it's going to be one of those.
All right, sweet. Well, good luck this week and good luck to everybody else.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Coco's out.
Peace.